Eric, Browns Ravens, 1 p.m. Eastern, huge divisional game. Give me your 3 keys to the game.
Well, obviously you have to stop Lamar Jackson in the run game, and because he's so explosive, he can beat you through the air and by foot. But we're more concerned about him running around, so we got to stop that. I think pass protection. A lot of exotic blitzes that they'll probably give us because we hadn't been protecting that well until the other day, and so that's number 2. And I just want to see some consistency in the passing game. We played well last week, but the week before we weren't very good at it. So I'm hoping that that's a stepping stone for what's about to happen.
Absolutely. And consistency in the passing game against the Ravens secondary, that's been the weaker point of their defense all year, is going to be huge. If they can pass protect, if they can keep Deshaun upright and move the football down the field, I trust the defense. The defense has looked really, really good so far, especially at the line of scrimmage. And this is the most talented player they've played all year in Lamar Jackson. So stopping him is going to be a new challenge, but I don't think it's a challenge the Browns can't handle. So we will see what happens on Sunday. It's going to be an awesome game.
It is early in the season, but the Colts taught the Ravens a valuable lesson in Week 3. You can be the better and more talented team on paper, as the Ravens clearly were, and still lose football games in the NFL if you don't play winning football. For example, Lamar Jackson has more than 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the ground, but he coughs up a fumble, as does backup running back Kenyon Drake. The Colts win the turnover margin 2-0. That ends up being what decides the game, and the Colts win in overtime despite playing with their backup quarterback, Gardner Minshew. And the Browns just came off a dominant win over the Tennessee Titans. Deshaun Watson's best game as a Cleveland Browns quarterback, and Myles Garrett continues to wreck everything on the other side of the ball. 3.5 more sacks in that game. On paper, the Ravens once again come into this game as the better team, especially on offense. But they have to get the passing game going. It was a bit non-existent in the conditions that they had in Week 3. Hopefully they get that back on track without getting Lamar Jackson too much in Myles Garrett's crosshairs. So I think you can still believe in the Ravens on this one.